Panthers, their 2024 bar set at just 5.5 wins. This is why Carolina Brass threw out the bathwater around the baby, hired Bucks OC Dave Canales to run the show.
Who are our guys, and how do we build an offense around these people? And I'm excited to be able to do that here.
Canales' first order of business: make Young not only look like a first-round overall pick, he's got to make him look like two of them at least.
Floats it right for Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Carolina!
Young put up two 100-plus rating games, so 2 games where he looked like he belonged. Rest of the time, it was rough. He's really tough to evaluate. Low 70s rating, only 11 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, only 5.5 yards per attempt. That's really low, only 179 yards per game.
Young in the pocket, throws it upfield, picked off by the Colts on the near sideline.
Young's go-to returns.
Let's go, buddy. Have a day, man. Love you, man. Let's go have some fun.
Adam Thielen went for over 100 catches, over 1,000 yards, scored 4 times.
Got 4th and goal. Thielen has it. Did he get across? Touchdown, Panthers!
At times, it might have been a little too much Thielen, though, so they brought in some help. Deontay Johnson, former Steeler, north of 700 yards a year ago.
That's Deontay Johnson's first touchdown in 20 games.
He replaces DJ Chark, who gave him over 500 yards last season. Then they moved up into the first round to snag wide receiver Xavier Legette.
Well, you think about Deebo Samuel with that size and physicality. Some comparisons out there. Oh, could he be an A.J. Brown? Just look at the body type, 220 pounds. He's a big vertical weapon.
Jonathan Mingo, second on the team in targets last year, will still mix in. He had 400-plus yards a year ago.
And he's able to connect across the 50 for the first down and then some.
Tight end spot said bye-bye to Hayden Hurst. Still have Tommy Tremble. Neither guy went for 200 yards. Young needs better options. He needs better protection. They did bring in 2 new linemen. Only one team allowed more sacks than Carolina did last year.
Picked up by DJ Wanham.
Both starters at tackle returned. Right tackle Taylor Moton, second-year left tackle Ika Mikwanu gave up 15.5 sacks. He has to improve to give Young a chance.
He goes down, he's sacked.
They added 2 new guards, both come in off good years. Robert Hunt with Miami, Damian Lewis with Seattle. They parted ways with center Bradley Bozeman, who gave up 8.5 bags. Only one center gave up more.
They hit him. They're going to sack him again.
Ground game. Maybe Miles Sanders uses his mulligan. First swing in Carolina landed in the pond. Only 432 yards rushing, just 3.3 yards per run.
And maybe the ball's out.
Chuba Hubbard ended up being their RB1, over 900 yards rushing at least.
And he's in. Touchdown, Panthers.
He only hit at 3.8 a carry, though, which is why Carolina went after running back Jonathan Brooks in the second round of the draft.
Look, he steps right in and is their most talented runner. Chuba Hubbard's there, Miles Sanders there, when healthy. Now, Jonathan Brooks is coming off of an injury. I think he's a better player.
Canales has inherited the league's worst O. No team scored fewer points, no team had fewer yards per game.
Ball intercepted at the 30-yard line.
Carolina's offense is partially responsible for its defense, ranking 29th in points per game, but check it out. The Panthers were 4th in yards per game allowed.
Left, and that's intercepted. Picked off by the Panthers. Going all the way down the sideline.
They were solid against the pass, held quarterbacks to a sub-90 rating, just 171 yards per game allowed.
Here comes Ritter. He's just able to get away from the pressure, but he throws a pick.
Kinda remarkable, too. They did all that without picking off many passes, and they were last in sacks.
3rd and 2, the ball is batted down.
Last in sacks, and now they head into 2024 without their sack master. Traded away Mr. Burns and his 8 sacks.
And able to use that bend to knock that ball away.
Panthers ended up making a lot of changes to its defense this offseason. Also parted ways with his edge partner, Yetur Gross-Matos. Only 4.5 sacks, though.
Gets to the quarterback and a flag down.
Taking over for Burns, Jadeveon Clowney, 9.5 bags for Baltimore in 2023.
That's a team sack.
Sliding in for Gross-Matos, DJ Wanham comes in off an 8 QB takedown campaign for Minnesota.
There you go.
Down he goes.
Pass rush will also miss inside linebacker Frankie Louvu. The whole defense will. He blitzed his way home 5 times, tallied 125 tackles for the year.
You don't expect an inside linebacker to go ahead and just bull rush you.
Snagging linebacker Josie Jewell from Denver will help, though. Triple-digit tackle guy himself, and 3 of them were sacks.
And Walker is down. The ball is out.
His partner, Shaq Thompson, a fellow tackle monster type, coming back from a year that saw him only play 2 games.
What a hit from Shaq Thompson.
They added defensive tackle Ashawn Robinson, another noob up front, a run-stuffer type, over 60 tackles for the Giants in 2023.
He is bottled up.
Carolina held runners to 4.1 a carry. That's a solid number. DT Derek Brown, over 100 tackles. You don't see DTs do that often.
Sentinel grounding forced by Derek Brown.
Shai Tuttle, his partner inside, 17 starts, 43 tackles.
Oh, batted away. It's knocked away, and Shai Tuttle, a starter all season, is the one playing handball in there, 2nd and 10.
Changes to their back end, too. Out with safety Von Bell, who played well in the 13 games he got in, held quarterbacks to a mid-70s rating.
Dangerous throw is intercepted.
In with safety Jordan Fuller, who almost had 100 tackles and held quarterbacks to a mid-70s rating as well, picked off 3 passes.
He throws right side. It is batted away.
Pair him with safety Xavier Woods. He held it down to a 58.9 rating.
And it's up for grabs, and it is intercepted. Xavier Woods.
Their cornerback situation, Dante Jackson gave up a rating north of 100, not the greatest of years, so away with him. Great, Dane Jackson takes his place, like I don't already have problems mixing them up when I try to read names.
Oh, knocked away at the last second by Dane Jackson. It looked like Ingram had it.
Their rate allowed last year, almost the same, kind of ironic. Same is true of CJ Henderson's. He gave up a rating near 110, so adios to him too.
What an amazing catch by Chris Olave.
Troy Hill covered the slot quite a bit for them, low 90s rating, not bad for a nickel cornerback.
Chosen is in, that's picked off.
The star of their secondary, when he's on the field, J.C. Horn.
It's a great play, though, James, by J.C. Horn, driving, beating the receiver to the ball.
3, 13, and 6. Those are Horn's games played by season so far. That's been the problem. More Eddie at kicker. Pinheiro, 25 of 29 last year, good enough to boot it some more for them this year.
Jansen snap. Heckers hold. Pinheiro's kick. The Panthers win.
So, the overview. Carolina improved the skill guys around Young. Even if it's slight, Jonathan Brooks represents a bump at the running back position based on how Howard and Miles performed. Deontay, better than Chark. Adding Leggett won't hurt matters any. Offensive line, 3 new starters, all represent the color green in this scenario. Young should have more time to work with, backs more lanes to run through. 4 new faces being injected into the front 7 on defense. Ashawn Robinson gets the nod over to Sean Williams. A generous push is being given to Clowney. He did outbag Burns at least, but Panthers fans know that one hurts. Wanham is an upgrade over Gross Matos, and another generous push with Jewell and Luvu. Luvu is the better linebacker, but Joel's no slouch. 3 changes to the secondary, sort of. Fuller for Bell, a push. Both guys come off good years. If Horn plays all year, that's an upgrade over CJ Henderson. Jackson for Jackson, that's as even Steven as it gets, even if your name's Janet and it's nasty. If the Panthers roster is only of the 5-win type variety, they could be in for another rough year.
All good, fellas. Just stay with it. Stay with it.
Check it out. 5 of their first 6 games are all against teams expected to be 2+ games better, save Las Vegas. So give them a win there. Give them a win over Washington, who's another 6.5er. They could beat Denver on the road, maybe. They're the only other team in the league whose win total is 5.5. And the Giants at home in Week 10. No one really knows how good or not good Bryce is. If Canales can't make him look better, they could be back at the top of the draft next year, a 4-13 floor.
Let's go, baby.
Let's look at Carolina's season through Steph Curry's glasses, though. He'll tell you Bryce is going to ball, and they'll be a good home team at the very least. Beat the Chargers in Carolina, take down the Saints for a split. Same deal with the Buccaneers a few weeks later, and one more dub comes at the hands of the Cardinals. 8-9 as their ceiling. Not super high, but it would be big progress.
Great job, great job.
That's too rich for the game preview guy bag. It's not that kind of bag, you know? Let's slap them with 5 dubs, improvement, but still work to do.